Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about the senseless murder of David Rattray, and this happened back in 2007, in January of 2007, and it was a senseless murder of a prominent historian that studied the Anglo-Zulu War thoroughly, and he had a lot of respect for the Zulus that fought at East Sandawana, as well as Rorke's Drift, and he tried to bring reconciliation to British and also South Africans of English descent, with the Zulus, and the Zulus respected him for that, and he was called the White Zulu. He respected Zulu tradition, Zulu customs, the Zulu language, the Zulu culture, and he was murdered at his apartment or at his home, at his farm near Rorke's Drift. And he gave a lot of battle tours. He trained another prominent historian that was murdered about a year ago. And this was just a sick situation. And it was a vengeance killing. I mean, at David Rattray's home, there were valuables on the table that weren't taken. He was shot 3 times. It was a vengeance killing. Nothing was taken. There is a strong possibility that some of these attackers knew some of Rattray's domestic staff. But basically, and more than likely, if the killing happened in KwaZulu-Natal, he was probably killed by Zulus. And this was the minority of Zulus. Most of the Zulus respected and honored him. And actually, a 90-year-old Zulu lady, she was poor and couldn't afford, didn't have a car, but they didn't stop her for attending David Rattray's memorial service and his funeral. She walked 15 kilometers. At 90 years of age, she walked 15 kilometers just to attend David Rattray's funeral. I mean, the Zulu community, by and large, was in mourning when David Rattray was killed. They didn't want to see him die because they highly respected him. They liked that he was committed to bridging the gap between blacks and whites. I mean, I mentioned South Africans of English descent and the Zulus. He wanted to bridge that gap, but he also wanted to bridge the gap between all blacks and whites in South Africa, and he was he championed the cause of post-apartheid racial reconciliation, and he was killed. And it was more than likely a vengeance-motivated killing, somebody who used to work for him that may have gotten fired. Could have been a racially motivated attack, which more than likely it was, because it was a hit-and-run attack. I mean, it was a professional hit, whoever did that, and it involved about 6 people going in. And one of them had a mask disguise, which meant he probably knew David Rattray. And like I said, and he defended the Zulu people, and it was the minority of Zulus that killed him. But in KwaZulu-Natal, there are very few black South Africans that are not Zulu. So for somebody to perform the killing to not be Zulu, the chances are very, very slim. And the perpetrators, we do know, are black South Africans. And this is just sick. Old news, but still needs to be remembered. And God bless you, David Rattray. You did a lot to bridge the racial reconciliation between blacks and whites, and you're a hero. You are a hero. Anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.